Welcome to Meaningful Mondays with the Community Foundation of Middlesex County, where we only know good people who do great things in our community. Whether you are a volunteer, a donor, or a nonprofit organization, each episode of Meaningful Mondays will celebrate you, our friends and neighbors who have a deep passion for and commitment to improving the quality of life for all in Middlesex County. So let's kick off the week with great conversations with remarkable people, businesses, and nonprofits making a difference right in our own backyard. Well, welcome, everyone. You know, it's Meaningful Monday in Middlesex County, but I have to say every day in Middlesex County is so meaningful, especially when we have wonderful people such as Lakisha Hyatt, who is the CEO of Connecticut Valley Hospital. You know, Lakisha, this is the second time we've done this, and we ran out of time, and all the things that you had to talk about, we just had to bring you back. So I'm so glad you're here. And May was Mental Health Awareness Month, and how apropos to have you right after that. So we're very, very pleased. I told you before we started recording that this was your turn to brag. But for those folks who didn't see your first podcast, and I'm sure they will go back and look at it after this, tell us a little bit about yourself. And then I really want to drill down into what goes on at Connecticut Valley Hospital, because I don't think many of us in Middlesex County or the entire state understand, and we should understand what goes on behind those walls with you at the helm and all your dedicated people. But before you do that, I'm going to start with a quote from you on the first podcast, which I think really highlights who you are and why you're doing what you're doing. You bring this mantra to your work every day, you told us. Remember to be a voice for two groups, the people receiving the care and the people giving the care. That's a great intro to you. So take it away, Lakisha.
Absolutely. So who is Lakisha? You asked me to start with that.
Right.
And thank you for that, for sharing that quote, because it truly is at the heart of who I am and what I show up to do. And I'm a servant, right?
Yes,
I'm a servant. I currently serve, as you shared, as the Chief Executive Officer for Connecticut Valley Hospital. I'm a nurse by background. All of my education right here in the beautiful state of Connecticut, Yale University and Connecticut and Yale University and the University of Connecticut. So go UConn.
There you go. Go UConn. I'm an alum.
Listen, Blue State. And so really excited to be a servant, but less about me and more about the individuals that receive the services here and provide the services here. So just to orient, Connecticut Valley Hospital is Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services' largest freestanding psychiatric hospital, substance use hospital here in Connecticut. Proud to say public funded services. We serve 360, we have a 361 bed facility. And that's a pretty large facility.
Mm-hmm.
And divided across two service types, substance use as well as mental health services. The substance use services we actually provide across two campuses. We're in Hartford, Connecticut, as well as right here in Middletown. We have withdrawal management units, 2 withdrawal management units, as well as 4 rehabilitation units. So very much, and then we have a women's only unit, Sisters Together Achieving Recovery, where we really lean into the unique services of treating individuals, treating women who are in recovery, forming connection and opportunity to really look at the beauty of what makes them unique as a woman on this journey. Really recognizing that they are moms, that there is a unique reality of being a woman in this country and incorporating that into the services that are provided throughout this rehabilitation journey. So they do great work over there. The other side of the organization is psychiatric services, and we have a number of specialty units, and many individuals don't recognize that. All of our services are adults, so beginning at the age of 18, and we really leaned into that beginning end of that spectrum that we serve, that 18 to 25, and developed the young adult services, and really cultivating those services that take into consideration that they need developmental specific services, increased rehabilitation services, rehab activities, increased community reintegration, specialization, orientation to services, as well as occupational therapy. So we really increase the number of providers focused on intensifying our focus of service and then community reintegration absolutely as soon as possible so we can work on the shifting of trajectory. So that 18 to 25-year-old has a unit all to themselves.
Which I think is marvelous because they do need a unit to themselves. And hats off to you for the women's services that you provide, because so often women are overlooked in the medical profession. Don't mean that to be a pejorative, but we are. So thank you for doing that. I do, as I listen to you, that's a lot, an awful lot for our viewers and listeners to remember. So are there 3 or 4 things that you would like the community at large to really remember about your work at Connecticut Valley Hospital? So that's number 1. And then number 2, I will make a statement and not ask a question. You have been tremendous in networking the entire community and getting partners. And that was so evident the other day at the wonderful event you had for Judge Marino in his retirement. So I'd like to have you talk about that, because to me, that brought it together about we're all in this together and helping everybody on their journey. So 2 questions. Sorry, I'm talking too much. It's your turn.
You're not talking too much at all. Thank you. So in terms of what are those sort of top things you want folks to know about the organization? First, Connecticut Valley Hospital is part of the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services.
Mm-hmm.
Those that are receiving services through the General Psychiatry Division. We have 2 divisions, General Psychiatry as well as substance use. Through the General Psychiatry Division, they work directly with our larger Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services to access beds. For our recovery services, our substance use services, we truly accept walk-ins. And I want people to understand that. So on our mental health camp, on our Middlesex campus and our Hartford campus, if you desire withdrawal management treatment, you desire rehabilitation treatment, our doors hang on welcome hinges. You are always welcome.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
And I want people to know. And we have room. We have room. And we have space. We have beds for you. Rehabilitation services, Middletown and Hartford. The General Psychiatry Division, 5 subdivisions. Reach out on the Department of Mental Health Addiction Department of Mental Health Addiction Services website to access our beds and find out our bed availability. Now, in terms of partnerships is the only way we as a community of Middletown, we as a state, that we're going to journey through this stage that we're in adjustment as a country and a culture, is the only way we're going to do that. And that is what that is what drives my work and my leadership at Connecticut Valley Hospital. Partnering with the community to demonstrate that our our substance use doors are always here for you, that our general psychiatry division has services available, and then partnering to meet the needs of the community. I
Mm-hmm.
want to share this piece because it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and today is the first day of Mental Health Awareness Month, May 1st. I want to share this opportunity that exemplifies the partnership that you so perfectly highlighted. This Saturday, May 3rd, is the partnership between the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, the hat that I wear as the president of the Rotary of Middletown, and the amazing chair in partnership with River Valley Services, the CEO of River Valley Services, Sarah Gadsby. We are bringing to, in a partnership of many, the department, the police department,
Right.
Middlesex Community College, amazing partnerships at the table. We're bringing this Saturday a mental health awareness fair. We have over 35 vendors. Why is
Mm-hmm.
this important? It was free to the vendors. This was a low cost, no cost, practically event where we're saying there are mental health resources available right here in Middletown. And we are going to go to Harbor Park beginning 10 to 2. We're going to go to Harbor Park and we're going to line them up for you so that you, as the business community, as the senior community, as the young youth community, services community, we're going to bring this to Middletown at Harbor Park and tap into these resources free of charge. That's the essence of partnership.
And that's the essence of who you are and why people want to partner with you, because you do have, no, you do have open arms. And I use this phrase a lot, but I mean it. It's like you put a warm blanket around everybody and everybody wants to be part of it. So I did speak to Sarah Gatsby, and hats off to her and her wonderful work. But she was so excited that over 35 vendors,
Yes,
and it's tremendous. Some she didn't even know about. And so we've asked her to share that list with us so that we can become part of that network. And that's what it's all about to me.
yes.
It's, we're connecting the dots. We always say that at the Community Foundation. We connect the dots. And the more I know, the nosier I am, the more I can help.
Right, right. And one of the things that you remind me of is just as I'm listening to you, connecting the dots is the essence, and then building that line between those dots, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the essence of partnership. One of the things that we have here at Connecticut Valley Hospital, we're public funded. We're not, doing any fundraising. We take your tax dollars and use them wisely solely for the recovery of the individuals that we serve. What we need are friends. We call them Friends of Connecticut Valley Hospital.
Right.
And it's a list where for various events that are happening, we invite you. For example, the end of this month, we have our memorial where we honor those individuals who passed away 100 years ago that were never named. And we had a gravesite. We named all of them and we said, we remember you. And every year we come together to remember. We have that this after the later this month. We have our friends that we remind that we have our Valley View restaurant, where 100% of the resources funds, Valley View restaurant, 100% of those funds are reinvested into patient accounts where it enhances the activities available to them, as well as our greenhouse. The Connecticut Valley Hospital greenhouse right here on this campus that truly has amazing deals, amazing flowers. We just ask you to be our friend and come and support. And that's how you reinvest into the great work that we're doing. We have concerts that we would invite our friends to.
My
Be a
God.
friend and a voice of the great work.
Mm-hmm. And I think you sound like I should give you a badge to wear on your shoulder, like be a friend. That's what we're going to have. That's the theme. That's the theme. Or a bumper sticker, a new bumper sticker for Connecticut Valley Hospital. Be our friend. And we will be. But tell us that those kinds of little nuggets of information are important for everybody, because you can go, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Let me try and become a friend. The Valley restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm Sure, I
Valley
did.
View. Yeah, Valley
Valley
View.
View Restaurant.
Yeah.
And tell us more about that because for heaven's sakes, we'll grab a bunch of friends and go to lunch.
Yes. 860-262-5000. 860-262-5000.
And we
We'll
find out
transfer
when
you
it,
to Valley View. You can order ahead. You can you come and you don't even have to. You come, we have seating outside and inside. Our prices are low and our food is amazing.
the prices are low, the value is high, and you become a friend. There you go. A new
You have
slogan.
a new slogan.
There you go. And then tell us about the gardens.
Oh my goodness, my goodness. So we have all of our tulips and all of our beautiful flowers that have just come up, and we're selling out fast because we just opened April 25th. We're open Monday through Friday. We close at 5 p.m. and we're open about 9 a.m.
All
So
right.
we just need you to come by and shop.
See, it's these little nuggets that let us know what goes on beyond the words that we hang our hats on, the images that we have from the past. So, oh my gosh. All right.
And I wanted to just highlight that because it's a real thing, but not spend too much time just to share the individuals that we serve. We've decreased their length of stay. They're returning to communities of support where they're thriving. They are working. They're contributing to society in amazing ways, whether they're working at Walmart or working at a secretarial job. Individuals are returning to the community and contributing. So some of our images, which we don't want to spend too much time on, but some of our images of yesteryear, we're going to permission them to stay there. Those are the images of yesterday. But these are individuals who don't have as many resources as maybe you and I. As I say, sometimes they don't have, not that they don't have the silver spoon, they didn't have a spoon.
Right.
They
Right.
come, we give them hope, and then they take that and return to the community and thrive. And I think I just wanted to leave folks with that.
Oh my gosh. And hope is not a bad four-letter word. Oh, never, never, never. So now the theme of all of our podcasts lately, and we're interviewing CEOs from across the county who are known for giving back,
Mm,
either individually or incorporate giving back in their organizations or businesses. And so, what's the payback for giving back is the big question that we ask everybody.
wow. The payback for giving back is the inspiration to continue to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Once you it's truly it's true. When you're constantly giving and you begin to experience the fuel of that, right? The fuel of seeing progress. It inspires and invigorates and fuels you to keep going forward. And it's just true.
It is true. One person that you know very well, the CEO of the community college here, Kim Hogan, said, but remember to pay back to yourself and give back to yourself and take care of yourself, which so often is forgotten. You
Such a
can't,
great point.
it really is.
And with it being Mental Health Awareness Month, here's what I'll share on the tail of what Kim said. And Kim Hogan is amazing,
She
doing
is.
great work at Middlesex Community College. Here's what I'll say is we spend a lot of time talking about the resources that are available. If you don't do anything else, take a moment and you can do this without a membership anywhere. Take a moment to truly take a deep breath and give yourself the ability to feel that breath and then release it. Feel
Mhm.
yourself lowering your shoulders, removing some of the tension in your back, and really, really releasing some of that you're holding. Why did I just share that? It's because in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, what I have learned personally as a cancer survivor is we have to be mindful of doing the periodic reset throughout our day.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
A wellness opportunity that doesn't cost us a dime.
Very well said. But I also know that the beach is your wellness mantra too. So there, we just shared that. But you are just an amazing inspiration to all of us, Lakisha. So I guess with my last question, it's a personal one. So what are you looking forward to in the next month or so?
Oh, so
here we go.
So what am I looking forward to? So I'm looking forward to some of the exciting initiatives here at the hospital. Won't go in. I'm just excited about progress and work.
Right.
But personally, you asked, I'm looking forward to my son's prom.
Oh my gosh.
I'm looking forward to tonight going to he's starring in The Heights tonight.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And I'm looking forward to assisting my new second lieutenant who is transitioning to her first duty assignment.
Eden?
Eden.
Oh my gosh.
Is a commissioned officer, second lieutenant.
Congratulations to Eden.
Yes. And so I'm excited about being mom and wife and I listen and living.
There you go. There you go. Well, you have a ball tonight and enjoy all of the exciting things that are coming your way. And for those of you who don't know, I've adopted Eden as my niece.
Yes,
so
she is.
Please tell her auntie says hello and congratulations.
I will tell her auntie Cynthia says hello. And let me say this, Cynthia, thank you for giving space. There's no small thing when you're creating partnership and giving voice. There's no such thing as small. And so thank you for creating this space for this to happen. It really makes a difference. So thank you.
You are welcome. It is our pleasure and it's our honor to know you and to have you on a second podcast. Take care.
Take care.
Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Meaningful Mondays. At the Community Foundation of Middlesex County, we know that philanthropy matters and philanthropy works. Together, we support the arts, education, human services, animal welfare, the environment, heritage enhancements, and so much more by providing services, programs, and grants to our local nonprofits. We invite you to learn more and share your passion with us. Visit us at middlesexcountykcf.org or contact us at 860-347-0025. Together, we can make great things happen.